Broncos, Chiefs.
Denver with an extra lineman in the game. That is Matt Kurt lined up as a tight end on the right side. Play fake for Nix on 3rd and 2. Loads it up. He's got a home run ball. It is there. Touchdown Denver. Cortland Sutton. What a call. What a throw. 32-yard touchdown pass on 3rd down and 2. And Sutton beats All-Pro Trent McDuffie. And Denver with a 13-3 lead over Kansas City.
Pirine is the back. Here they go. 4th and goal. Gray, the tight end. Mahomes. Caught for the touchdown. There it is. The all-time Chiefs leading touchdown receiver. From Mahomes. That will give you something to sing about. Pirine the back, 5 in the secondary. They're bringing them all. 3rd and 13, heavy pressure, and caught. Hopkins. Tackled by Moss. What an adjustment. 18-yard line. 20. Make it a 31-yard completion. So now a 20-yard field goal try by Harrison Butker to give the Chiefs their first lead today. He's kicked 2 field goals, 28-36, and this one gives him the advantage from 20. It is still clearly a 1-point game and a 2-point Kansas City lead. A 20-yard field goal. 35-yard field goal Lutz. Flaboni the snap, Riley the hold, Lutz the kick to win it. Oh! The Chiefs have won! The Chiefs have won!
Yeah, so I get to see that every day, how we work that block and that last final shot there. And, you know, we did. But it's also something that we work on like crazy. So it normally doesn't work quite like that, but that one, we had a couple different guys. George was in there too, I believe. So I haven't had a chance to look at the replay of it, but it looked like we had a couple different guys in there.
Leo watching kicking the shovel last year. What kind of ability does he have? What's special about him allows him?
Yeah, listen, he's a great athlete. He's a big, strong kid. Plays 100 miles an hour. He does it in practice. He does it during games. Plays anywhere and everywhere. Never says anything. Comes from a family. He's got like 40 brothers and sisters, so he's used to sharing. So he doesn't really care about who gets the credit and doesn't get the credit. He just goes.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like, you know, right below the palm. You know, it was just a good push by everybody, and you know, I got through. We've been talking about it for a while. You know, won one of those, and you know, we did it in a big moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome, man. You live for these moments. I mean, when you grow up playing football, you live for the walk-off, whatever it is. And it's special when you build these guys for so long, and you built this chemistry with them, and guys get to make that play. It's something that I'm sure Leo will have for the rest of his life. But I'm just glad that we all get to experience it together.
Did you pay him?
What's that?
Did you pay him? Did you give him some trade or pay him off?
For what?
I wanted a 7-minute Mizzou, Oklahoma intro.
Oh, no. It's not the story. The story's the Chiefs,
Did
buddy.
you come in here and kiss his ass or something?
You come in here and want to talk about...
We'll give him some trade or something?
6th place and 14th place in the SEC?
I sent him all different kinds of calls on that deal.
Calls. We'll get to that sometime. Chiefs won,
we'll get
buddy.
to that right now.
Right now? We could do that. We could talk about that right now. Which one of Jackson Arnold's fumbles was your favorite? The last one, probably, right?
Well, yeah.
That was the number one fumble for him. I liked the first one where he didn't get touched and he just dropped the ball, but he fell on it. He's got ball security.
I liked all of them. You were there, weren't you?
I was. You like Pate Bowen? I was sitting with some wonderful Missouri fans. I mean, I was all around Missouri fans. I was with my wife and my friends, but I became friendly with a man from Boise who went to Mizzou. And,
oh, really?
I can't remember where this guy next to me and they loved me. They were like, "You're the best Oklahoma fan ever," because all I did was tell them every bad thing that was going to happen. Peyton Bowen goes back to catch a punt. I said, he's going to drop a punt tonight. He dropped the punt. The only thing I was wrong about was I thought that Taylor Tatum, number 8, would eventually fumble. He never did. But Jackson Arnold did all the fumbling, so it was good. It's a great time. It was thrilling. It was a horrible, awful football game for 3 hours, and then that last, 3 minutes was insane. I mean, that place was crazy. It was awesome.
2nd and 5 OU from its own 35. Shotgun snap, Arnold. 4-man rush. He rolls right. He's hit. The ball's out. The ball's out inside the.
That's it. That's all you need. Then the guy picks it up.
20.
There it is.
Picked up by Missouri. Zion Young runs it back. Touchdown Tigers. Touchdown Tigers. Touchdown Tigers. 30 seconds to play in the game. Missouri has scored 2 touchdowns in the final 63 seconds, and Missouri leads it 29-23 over Oklahoma.
It's great.
The 4th Sooners fumble was one too many.
You trying to suppress that? You trying to suppress votes?
No, it was great. Most of the game was really boring. But the last 3 minutes, Oklahoma scored 2 touchdowns in 45 seconds or whatever, and then Missouri scored 2 touchdowns in 30 seconds. And that all happened within 3 minutes. It was crazy.
Missouri scoring the touchdown to go up 16-9 was exciting.
Yeah.
And then miss extra point.
It was exciting.
And then touchdown. You can live your whole life watching football and never see a final 5 minutes like that ever again.
It was great.
Arnold takes the snap, comes back over the middle, flush in the pocket, moving right. Ball comes free. Ball comes free, scooped up by Missouri. Zion Young at the 15 to the 10, to the house with 30 seconds to play. A scoop and score for Missouri. How do you like that?
This is your penance. This is going to be like Clockwork Orange.
Oh, it's not going to bother me.
I'm going to prop your eyes open,
Listen,
and I'm going to let the boy watch.
I'm a grown man. I don't care anymore.
Oh, you care?
No, I really don't.
What the hell were you doing at that game then?
Well, I care, but I don't get mad.
What were you doing at that game?
I quit. I told you guys.
I don't want you to watch any more Oklahoma then if you don't care.
I quit getting mad about games in 2003.
Okay, then good. Then don't get mad.
21 years since I've been mad about games. I'll listen to it. I've watched all the highlights over.
I want you to.
I saw that Mike Kelly, the video of him in the booth doing that call. I've seen it. Find the Oklahoma one. That'll be the good one.
There's the Mizzou. There's the ESPN. We've already played Westwood one. We played Mizzou Network.
Go find Toby Rowland.
Sports Center one. That's the ESPN.
Go find Toby Rowland. I want to hear Oklahoma do it.
You find it. I don't know where that is.
Jake can find it on his dark web.
Play the SEC Network call. I sent you.
Sooners have a pair of timeouts remaining. Missouri drops 8. Arnold hit. Ball's loose. And scooped up by the Tigers. Zion Young with the scoop and score. Madness in Columbia. It just keeps going with 30 seconds left.
I was hosting a watch party
at Nick and Jake's
in Parkville, filled with Mizzou fans, and there were still some hardy, loyal Mizzou fans that were there. And that place went crazy when that happened.
After that, you told me via text that the game wasn't over. I said, it's over, buddy. This dude ain't going 30 seconds.
After watching those final 3 minutes, why would I say it's over? There's 30 seconds left.
I'm asking you, the best 2 passes of the game for Oklahoma were thrown by whom?
I don't know.
The running back and the punter.
Yeah.
So what tells you that this 5-star fool is going to go 30 seconds down the field and do anything?
Oklahoma's punter was the leading passer at halftime. And listen to me. That's true. Listen to me. Okay? I did not have faith in Drew Pine, and I was wrong. That man threw 3 touchdown passes.
Apologize to him.
3 touchdown passes. When they walked out there after that second touchdown, the scoop and score for Oklahoma, they had 2 minutes. And Drew Pine had to go out there with 2 minutes down 7. And that dude drove down the field, threw a big pass to Theo Weiss, and then a big pass to Luther Burton III. And then did you see that
catch by Weiss is good as it gets.
The throw was pretty good,
It was,
too.
but the catch is incredible. You can throw that throw to a lot of dudes.
Be honest, Jake.
Great catch.
Do you have any concept of what happened at the end of this game?
None.
Do you have any idea?
No. I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
An idea. I mean, it was a historic last 3:30.
Did
first
you?
Time, first time ever in SEC football?
Did you? I mean, were you watching it? Did you
What were you doing? What were you doing at 10 o'clock?
Did you have to go back and see it
on Saturday night? Just to be honest, what were you doing at 10 o'clock on Saturday night?
I don't remember.
Making bone broth?
No.
See, because I was locked in for every second. You were at the game.
I was locked
when I was
in.
at the watch party. I'm watching.
Oh, it was great.
Ask Stephanie from sales. She sat there with me and watched that whole thing.
Watching you watch games is fun.
She was dying laughing.
I would have loved to have had you next to me. We would have had a great time.
42 seconds. Second and 5. Arnold to throw. Has time. Steps up. Now he's being chased. Ball's loose.
Oh,
Football. Missouri's got it. And they're going to score the other way. Oh, no.
Oh,
He
no.
ain't that upset.
You hear Teddy Lehman behind. That's the former linebacker. He sees it. Oh, no.
He wasn't that upset.
Here's the big question. Will I subject myself today to listening to the Oklahoma Breakdown podcast with Teddy Lehman and Gabe Eichert to listen to them throw up during this thing? I don't know.
Ball's loose.
Oh, no.
Ball's loose.
Okay, now.
Oh, but hey, I'm going to say this. I met
What?
wonderful people in Columbia. I had a great time.
No,
It was
don't-
awesome.
Don't patronize
We
me.
went to Shiloh,
Don't patronize
drank beers, watched games.
30-23.
Went to McNally's, met Don. We were hanging out with Don
All I
Proctor,
heard
Gabe
in the
DeArmond.
offseason was how Oklahoma was going to beat Missouri, and they didn't, and that's 30-23. Put that to
I
bed.
don't think all you heard in the offseason
Lance
was that.
Sandage. Don't
He
tell
did
me
not-
he's
he
no
not
no
said
wait.
one thing to you.
Don't tell me he's going. I don't. He doesn't care.
He fired Brent Venables
Does
a month
he care?
ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
month ago.
And you know what? You're just ready
He
to
says,
take it from Brent Venables.
He says, I'm too complacent.
This is not acceptable for Oklahoma football. That's not
said-
the Oklahoma I grew up
He
with.
texted me yesterday,
Okay.
said he told his son, if you're looking for a team to love, that thinks they're going to win a national championship, look elsewhere.
Brent Venables pissed me off when he was celebrating after that fake punt that didn't even get him a touchdown.
You know why they didn't get a touchdown? Because they didn't score on the fake
Okay.
punt. He needed to score.
30-23, Mizzou wins, and I host a watch party at Parkville. Then, hours later, I'm at Arrowhead.
Can we talk
Locked
about the
in.
Chiefs now?
Locked in. I just sent you the latest to play this. Now, you want to have some good listening? Sit back, people. Drink your coffee. Drink your OJ. Whatever you do. Okay? And sit back and listen to the Denver Broncos radio call of the whole sequence here at the end when they think the Broncos are going to win with a field goal, but they lose when Leo Chenal blocked it. Now,
Will
this
Lutz
is good.
backs up, takes 2 steps to the side, says he's ready. An attempt of 35 yards for the win. Snap, placement, kick on the way. It is blocked.
Now, just listen. Listen to this despair. 'Cause
I don't even
remember,
know what to say.
They're battling for a wild card spot here. Listen to this.
I really am at a loss for words. 35-yard field goal blocked with 1 second to go, and Kansas City is going to get out of here with a 16-14 win over the Broncos.
Hearts broken in Broncos country, no doubt. Broncos had it all set up for a chip shot field goal. Like somebody in the interior of that Chiefs line blocked that. They got good penetration.
Great penetration.
Yeah, it looked like I couldn't tell if it was Carson Steele. Might have been George Karlaftis, 56.
Well, that's a tough one right there.
They're saying Mike Dana, number 51, got it. Mahomes running around the
They
field
never get
without
it
a
right.
helmet. You know what? If I played for Kansas City, I would be too, because there's no way you thought that this was going to be anything but a loss. As Denver lined up for a game-winning 35-yard field goal by Will Lutz, and it is blocked.
They're trying to talk through it right now.
And the Chiefs win it from Arrowhead, 16-14.
And the Bronco Network.
By the way, Scott Martin, get over it. Give me this is my show. I'll talk about Mizzou, Oklahoma, all I want. All right, we're gonna talk Chiefs for 4 hours. I was in the locker room and did 5 interviews. All right, okay.
Relax, Steven.
I'm a Mizzou guy.
You got to relax.
Leabo's an Oklahoma guy. We talked about this for
Ignore
months.
it. Ignore it.
Okay?
Don't give him any. Whoever, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Don't.
Okay.
Whoever, whatever.
The best part about that thing
It
is
was a big night for me. It's a big weekend for me.
Whoever,
And guess what? And I'll
whatever.
talk about Yellowstone for a while.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I'll talk about
do
Yellowstone.
it.
I'll talk about the Penguin. I'll talk about whatever I want.
Jamie's gonna get it.
Here's the deal.
I love Rip.
so the Leo Chenal got the block. Okay,
He sure did.
Oh,
it took them forever
right.
to figure this
No,
out.
I had a
on
fun
TV.
exchange with Mike Dana. Okay.
That was funny. I listened to it already. You emailed it back. I was not at the game. I felt bad that I wasn't at the game, but I was in Columbia. I made it back.
Well, then
by
let me
game
talk
time.
about the game if you weren't there.
No, I watched the game.
All right, before more people criticize me, not talking about the Chiefs. Mike Dana, after the game, that was his first game back. He's on. He was on the field for the block, and he gave us some nice insight because he was asked about the blocked extra point in the Super Bowl against the 49ers that Leo had. He was asked about this. I had a fun exchange with him at the end. You hear Marleah Campbell, our former intern now with KCTV5, ask him about being given credit for the block. Here is Mike Dana after the game. How'd it feel to be back out there?
Felt great, man. Felt great, playing all 4 quarters, being out there with the guys, finding a way to win. But, God is great. He granted me to be out there today, and, I'm just thankful, for him and allowing me to be out there.
Take me through your perspective on that block field goal there at the end.
Well, man, I was bummed, because they got to that far side of the field, and we were, in a position where we either needed a block or it was going to be us losing. So guys rushed their tail off, found a way to win, and, an excellent call by our special teams coach, Coach Tobe, and, whether it was Leo, George, or somebody on that right side made that ball go back, and we found a way.
ESPN originally credited you for the block. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Take that to
Hey.
What was the conversation like before that play?
Well, we just kind of kept telling each other it was one more play. We were already discouraged that, we let them down that far to the field, but we knew we had one more play to change the game, and everybody kind of had it in their head that, like, this is do or die. So, all 11 guys rushed their tails off and found a way, and, once you hear them 2 boom-booms, then it was a block.
Like, Leo made it seem like you helped him block the extra point in the Super Bowl, and that sort of informed him on how to make it rush this time. Just, what do you remember from that extra point? And how might that serve for today?
It was the same call, so perfect call by Coach. Like I said, guys just rushed their tails off on the right side again, and they came over the block, But today I was all the way on the left side. I ain't had nothing to do with that. So credit to all them guys on the right side.
I mean, but you're seeing that executed, and you're just like, did you have a feeling in the middle of it, like, oh yeah, I think I got this one?
Oh yeah, I mean, you got to have hope. You still got to believe. You got to have faith in your guys, and and we're going to play into it, say 0-0, and I'm pretty sure it says 0-4 on there. So we still have 4 seconds to make something happen.
So many games that come down to the last play. It's it's like you guys expect something like this to happen and expect to win. What's that like when you're in this close game, you're in the fourth quarter, but you feel like something's going to happen, you're going to win somehow?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to stay in tune all 4 quarters. It can be 1 play, 2 plays that can be deciding factors in these games. And, each week these games are closer and closer. And, just staying tuned in and being ready whenever your number is called is the biggest thing because, you can be the next person to make the next big play. So just kind of staying ready.
Well, ESPN says you blocked us, so we're going to go with that. All right, congrats, Anna.
Thank you.
Funny stuff,
You
man.
can see me. I was locked in. That was some of the best, because of the results, most dramatic football I've had in a while just for the weekend, right? That was crazy. And listen to my cackle, my laugh, that even like I was right there in front of Mike Dana. He was even taken aback from how hard I laughed at Marleah Campbell, our former intern, making the point that ESPN at one point gave him credit. I think the broadcast gave him credit too. People wanted yeah, listen to him. I loved it. My dad was like, hey man.
The dude.
It wasn't that funny, but I thought it was. That's the kind of mood I was in. This is okay. After Mizzou wins on a scoop and score and the Chiefs win with a blocked field goal, this is how I am.
It's crazy.
That's the mood I'm in. You want to know why? And I'll lean on the good Bishop Bullwinkle for help here. Did I think Mizzou, after the Oklahoma scoop and score, did I think Mizzou was going to win that game?
Believed.
Did I? No.
I did.
No. Hell no. Okay? Now, I'll ask you a question. When Denver was lining up for that field goal,
I don't think so.
For that 35-yard field goal, did I think the Chiefs were going to win?
No.
No. Hell no.
To the no, no, no.
Hell to the no. So twice in 24 hours, I'd come to grips with watching
losses.
Accepted them. Because I just didn't think Drew Pine was going to drive down the field, and I did not think that Lutz was going to miss the field goal. And so then let me go off on another freaking rant here. All these other, and I get it, I don't care, whatever, all these other fan bases, and now you're going to see this morning these dum-dums on the national shows talk about how lucky the Chiefs were at the end. Okay, if Lutz kicks the field goal and it hits the upright and it doesn't go in,
or they bad snap
that's luck.
Something
bad snap, fumbled snap. If he just wide left, if he just misses it, man, that's lucky. The Chiefs made that happen. Go back and watch that play. Leo Chenal bull rushed that offensive lineman, ran his ass over.
That man's name is Alex Forsyth.
We don't know what his name was because he was laying flat on his back.
Backup center, and he is going to have a rough time in film
Yeah.
study.
You know what? Backup is key because he backed that ass up right into the ground. And Leo not only showed the brute strength to run right through him, but the balance to be able to still launch himself and get that football. And that's also a credit to the rest of the unit on that side, because when you can't figure out initially who blocked it because they caved in that side of the offensive line, that's pretty good.
I'm pretty sure if Leo didn't hit it, Karlaftis would have. He was right behind him.
It was a call.
Yeah.
Okay, it was the same. I get it. The same call, right, as the block in the Super Bowl, the blocked extra point. And so
it's an amazing play.
You can say whatever you want.
Not lucky.
But that's making a play. If you say that the Chiefs has got lucky, you are taking away from the accomplishment of that play by Leo Chenal.
Yeah.
Right?
He's got a guy 50, 60 pounds heavier than him in front of him.
Physically dominated him.
Put him on his ass and made the leap and blocked the kick.
You think that was lucky, Jake?
No.
It's a play.
It's a football play that everyone takes for granted.
It's a play. And it was a call, and it was something I talked to Trey Smith, Najee Johnson, Mike Dana, Brian Cook, Trent McDuffie. We'll hear that next in the next segment. A couple guys mentioned, Leo works on that all the time.
Yeah.
Leo does that in practice.
The thing about this coaching staff, and this is probably true with lots of them, but I think especially with the Chiefs coaching staff, this is what Dave Toub lives for. There's only a handful of special teams plays in a game, right? You have a certain number of punts, a certain number of kickoffs, a certain number of extra points and field goals. This is all the guy cares about. So we just take them all for granted. Oh, it's an extra point, or here's a 35-yard field goal. He spends his life trying to draw up something that can give you that advantage in that one little spot. And when it comes, the time is right to make it happen. To make it happen is incredible.
Whatever that kickoff was by Harrison Butker,
A little too cute.
That was a bad special teams play.
I asked Coach
that put them in a bad situation.
Thursday when we talked to him, because they tried a different kind of a short kick against Tampa that ended up being a nice return. And we were asking, when do you try these? What can you do? And he said Harrison can make the kick every single time if he wants. Butker totally blew the kick because the kick has to get to the 20, and he kicked it about a yard short. So they were probably trying to get a little too cute there. Maybe should have just kicked it through the end zone, but they're trying to get 5 yards, end up losing.
Honestly,
and got the ball to 40.
And I hope that's a lesson learned in that situation.
Just kick it deep.
Kick it deep. Don't jack with it. Just don't jack with it. Because and why you ask? Because of that.
Because you gave the Broncos 10 yards. They were trying to have them at the 25 instead of the 30, and they ended up costing themselves 10 yards, and they got the ball to 40, which made it a lot easier to go down there. Now, listen, the Chiefs' defense could still have stopped them and allowed them not to get down there in range. And I'm going to credit – we're not going to sit here and talk about Bo Nix all day. I'll credit him, though. He played really well.
I'll credit Cortland Sutton.
He made some good catches. And, Sutton dropped one in the first half, too, before the 60-yard field goal attempt that cost them 3 points. Beautiful pass. He just dropped it. Nix looks like he might have a little something to him.
That was not one of Trent McDuffie's best days.
No, he did not have
that.
A good
That was surprising.
Yeah,
and I talked to him about that after the game.
He's a thoughtful guy too. Honest answers from him.
And something else too, and this is real. This is a real thing. Left tackle's a problem.
Oof.
And Wanye, Andy Reid went up to Wanye in the fourth quarter and said, "We need you out there." That's how bad it was.
Mm-hmm.
Andy's usually like, next guy up. We believe in whoever's out there. Suamataia looked lost. Looked like physically he looked like he didn't belong out there.
Speed rusher was too much for him.
There was one sack when Mahomes almost got his head taken off where he didn't even lay hands on the guy. And so Andy goes up to Suamataia, goes up to Wanye Moore and says, "We need you out there," because he was out with a knee issue. He got back in the game. We talked to Trey Smith about that, how it's difficult. It's already a difficult job, and he went out there less than 100%, and he gutted his way through.
Yeah, there was another one where Patrick avoided the sack, amazing play, and then got out of the pocket and got a big first down. I mean, if there was a different quarterback back there could have been like 4 more sacks.
And so the question to ask you is this: are you calling Donovan Smith today?
Donovan Smith. I mean,
it's not. I mean, it's not a joke.
No, it's not.
It's a legitimate
because one has been
question.
hurt twice now,
right,
this year.
Because, and I'm not telling you to immediately come in and take the job from Wanye.
Just be in the building.
Next time, if Wanye gets hurt, right now, Suamataia can't do the job.
Mm-mm.
That was alarming. And Mahomes got happy feet. Mahomes missed a couple of touchdown passes.
Yeah.
And guess what? If you don't think left tackle has something to do with that, then you're crazy. Now, Mahomes missed. He missed. Xavier Worthy was open, and the ball just too far out of bounds for him to catch it.
Yeah,
all
ball
right?
should have been inside.
And when they settled for that last field goal, that should have been a touchdown to Travis Kelce.
Easy touchdown.
But guess what? When you don't trust what's happening in the left tackle, now Mahomes, he even said he missed some throws. All right, and he had some issues yesterday. But they have to ask themselves the question. They have to make a couple of phone calls and just say, "Hey, you know what? Are you interested? Are you in shape?"
Yep.
If we decide we need you, this is what we can pay you. Are you interested? Could you go? And they probably have already made those phone calls, but today, hey,
checking
maybe
back
me
in.
on text message.
Checking back in.
What are you doing?
What's up?
What's up? How you doing? How you
I'm
feeling?
calling David Bakhtiari as well.
Oh,
Bring
God,
them
he's still on Bakhtiari and
Bring
never
them
let
both
it go.
in. Hey, he might be in better shape than Donovan Smith. I'm bringing any person who can play left tackle, and I'm checking him out.
Well, with Smith, he played here before.
Sure.
And so
but what if he's not in shape? I mean, I'm calling more than one person.
Maybe it's time to just. I mean, they got other guys in the roster too. Maybe they can do something with. But
no,
I feel like you at least dip your toe in the water.
Maybe you can move Tooney out and.
No,
Andy
no,
was
you
asked
don't
about
mess
that,
with you don't mess with the interior right now.
He did not consider it.
I know he didn't
let me
consider it.
tell
Not
you,
during the game,
It
no.
got so bad. If Wanye didn't go in, you might have to mess with something, because that was bad. That's as bad as I've seen at left tackle.
It's a nightmare.
And if Wanye gets hurt again, I know Jake. You say don't mess with it. They might have to, because it was that bad. It was that bad with Suamataia. It was shocking. And Andy ain't going up to hurt players in the fourth quarter and say, hey, we need you out there. Please get out there. Would you? Won't you? Won't you, for the love of God, please go back out there? Okay?
I wish Oklahoma still had players as good as Nick Menito on defense, but now he's in stupid Denver.
Now who's
now you got me
bringing
hurt.
It back? Now who's bringing it back? But that was great.
What an amazing
That was
game.
great.
I thought they were beat.
Everything was great.
Thought they were beat.
Who? Chiefs?
Chiefs.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I thought they were beat. I'm like, he completed the third down pass, and I'm like, this beat.
Of course, yeah.
Beat.
That's what I told you. Did I think they were going to win? Hell no. No.
But they did.
I got up with Bethany was already down there. I got up with Sterling. I said, let's start walking, watch the field goal, and then we go to the elevator, and we stand up, we're walking, block, and everyone just like laughs in the press box. Unbelievable. Can't believe it.
Rewrite the stories.
Yeah, can't believe it. We'll take a break. Football. And I told you Kansas would beat Iowa State. So,
hey, they're going to be a factor in this race.
already
Colorado
are.
and
They already
they're
are.
going to play BYU in Colorado. They already beat Iowa State.
We'll take a break back after this on WHP.
Dime, jugadores pueden hacer un impacto aquí para los Chiefs. Nick Bolton, Leo Chanel, George Karlaftis, Jack Cochran, Justin Reed, Derek Natty. La última jugada de este partido.
Se viene el bateador Lutz de parte de los Broncos, el número 3. Se acomoda hacia adelante, la patada, ¡el bloqueo! Jerez, se bloquea esta jugada y Kansas City se lleva la victoria del día de hoy. ¡Hay bloqueo! Los Broncos la fallan, los Broncos no pueden hacerla y los Kansas City Chiefs se llevan la victoria cuando esperábamos un gol de campo. Kansas City y tapa este ovoide y se lleva la victoria por 2 puntos. Kansas City se mantiene invicto en la temporada 2024, Ana.
Los equipos especiales de Dave Tube toman la última jugada para salvar al equipo de los Kansas City Chiefs. Y una vez más el impacto de estos jugadores que no terminan a jugar hasta el último segundo. Leo Chanel, quien bloqueó también una patada en el Super Bowl, hace el esfuerzo para bloquear el gol de campo. Leo Chanel, uno de los jugadores más espectaculares en toda la defensa de Steve Spagnuolo, quien tuvo un año increíble, un Super Bowl increíble, regresa para hacer la misma cosa para los equipos especiales.
parte de los Broncos, el número 3. Se acomoda hacia adelante. La patada. ¡El bloqueo! ¡El bloqueo, Jerez! Se bloquea esta jugada. Y Kansas City se lleva la victoria del día de hoy. ¡Hay bloqueo! ¡Los Broncos la fallan! ¡Los Broncos no pueden hacerla! ¡Y los Kansas City Chiefs se llevan la victoria! ¡Cuando esperábamos un gol de campo! Kansas City y tapa este ovoide y se lleva la victoria por 2 puntos. Kansas City se mantiene invicto en la temporada 2024, Ana.
I was waiting for him to say Leo Chanel. That would have been great. That was good. Bloqueo.
Credit Tico Sports for that wonderful call. They call all the Chiefs games in Spanish. Terrific broadcast crew. They bring the enthusiasm that I'm looking for. Also, Jake, this is a tough ask. So I don't even know if you can do this. But Leabo sent it to me, and then I sent it to you. This, I guess he's got a pretty good following. Yeah. People said that he's funny and everything else, and so I might start watching this guy on YouTube. It's Brandon Perna. Is that what it is? Yeah. Brandon Perna with
Broncos fan.
That's
just
Good Sports.
Watches the game.
And so he had the YouTube set up where you can watch him watch the game. And there's about a minute, 15-second clip of him going through it less, but you can't play it. You gotta. There's a lot of cursing, but man, is it good.
You can imagine.
I retweeted that. Man, is it good. And the best part of it is wearing a John Elway t-shirt during the whole thing.
Tough luck,
so that's
bro.
good stuff. Let's hear some more from the locker room, please. Let me play. Look, hey, Najee Johnson was back in the lineup. And he's been battling through a number. Remember, last year he tore his ACL. This year he had some issues in training camp. Most recently, he's gone through concussion protocol. I had a chance to talk to Najee Johnson.
He did a good job yesterday.
He led the team in tackles with 10. He had a sack. He's a former safety. But he had a nice conversation with Najee Johnson after the game.
Pretty good. You know, I was too tired to even celebrate. You know, first time being in a game like this. So, you know, I was very, tired and stuff like that. So.
I mean, now you're leading tackler in the game. You had the sack. You get the win. I mean, how do you celebrate this?
Celebrate. Go back and review what I did right and what I did wrong, and get better. I need to get better in the covering aspect of things especially when I'm tired. But the tackling is something that I did in college. I played safety, so it's something I'm not accustomed to. I mean, not new to me. So I don't mind tackling.
Spags and Dave Merritt in their comments have showed a lot of belief in you and faith in you, but you battled through some injury. How did it feel to be able to get out there, lead the team in tackles, get that sack, and be a big part of a winning effort?
Man, it felt really good. My role expanded over time. I just got to keep on believing in myself. The team believes in me, but sometimes, the confidence ain't always there. But, I got Coach Merritt. He came to me the other day in my locker. He was like, you got this. We believe in you, and, today proved what I can do.
What did that do for your confidence? Like, how do you feel right now?
I feel pretty good. I can be a lot better. I can not give up catches and stuff like that. But ultimately, just executing the game plan, and plays is just going to come to you.
Through the knee and everything you've gone through this year, how close do you feel like you are to 100% the way you were before the injuries, physically and mentally?
That's kind of hard. Physically, I feel pretty good, but my mental is not. It's not I'm not 100% because I still got to trust my knee and then trust my physical skill because I'm healed up, and I just got to get back to playing what I was last year.
So where were you? What was your perspective on that field goal block at the end? Where were you? What did you see? What was going through your mind?
Oh, man, I had no worries they was going to get it. Leo always practiced hard on that kick. On that field goal block, him and Jay Reed. So, Coach Tobe puts us in those situations in practice, and they just execute it.
So what was the locker room like when you guys got back in here? I mean, that was a crazy win. Another one.
We was riled up. We never turned on each other. Ups and downs of the game. We just stayed together and ultimately played to 0-0 was on the clock. Thank you.
Najee Johnson. All right, pick your poison. You want to hear Trey Smith or Trent McDuffie?
Let me say something about Najee first. That sack, it is so hard for someone who is not a normal defensive end or someone to get back there and to keep tracking a mobile quarterback like that, he and Bolton both did a super job on those blitzes and keeping the quarterback in their sights and not letting them get out of the way. Because Nix is kind of nifty back there. Very happy for Najee.
Look out! Down he goes! Najee Johnson coming off the back end, off the corner. 17-yard loss.
Let's go Trey Smith then.
Bolton gave me the M-I-Z in the hallway.
Did you give him a Z? OU?
Well, I gave him the M-I-Z, actually.
Then he said OU?
Oh, yeah.
He said OU
He said
back?
Z-O-U loud.
Oh, he said OU.
Fist bump. This was out of the locker room, walking. He's with his family. I'm walking out. He knows. He gets it.
I didn't eat those chips. I took them down there.
You should
But
have.
I have them. The Nick Bolton
they're
chips.
good.
Because it was raining and we didn't get time to tailgate. We just partied.
Good with French onion dip.
Let's do Trey Smith.
Here is Chiefs offensive lineman Trey Smith after the game.
Trey, have you been a part of a walk-off block field goal before?
Let me know how y'all want to.
High school. But nah, nothing like that, man. I mean, that was nothing short of incredible.
So high school, you were
Yeah.
part of. How did that compare to this one?
Nowhere near. Nowhere near, man.
Trey, what does it say about this team, that do-or-die mentality just until the zeros hit the clock, that you guys aren't going to give up?
Yeah, just resiliency. I mean, that's sort of been part of this organization since I've been here. Thinking back to, my rookie year against the Bills, we were able to get out of that game with 13 seconds left. I remember just the sentiment on the sideline is, we're never out of it. So.
Is it encouraging in a way that you guys still maybe aren't playing your best, but you're still finding ways to win?
Yeah, we're just competitive, man, and our coaches do an excellent job starting from top to bottom. Coach Reed leading everyone, just fighting. No matter what happens, that clock hits zero, there's always a possibility, always a chance to win.
What was your perspective on that blocked field goal? Like, where were you, or did you have a good view? Like, what was going through your mind?
Yeah, I was just sitting there with one of my team, I think it was Keith Taylor, and we're just chilling, and I think they were just like, man, he's going to block it, and lo and behold, they actually blocked it. But it was nothing short of incredible. Hats off to our special teams unit, getting it done right at the end.
Everyone talks about Leo in practice, does this all the time, so they're not surprised. What about Leo getting up, doing this in the game?
Leonidas, man, that dude's different. He's an animal, great athlete. He's a guy who gives 100% every time he walks through the building. It's not a surprise to me in terms of how he handles himself in the building as a professional and how he conducts himself anytime he steps on that field.
What did the Denver front do to give you guys problems in this game? I know that there was a left tackle situation where Sue Martina had to come in, but just take me through what that was like to go up against that defensive front today.
Yeah, Denver has an excellent defensive front unit, front seven as well. They do a phenomenal job with Coach Joseph as the beating coordinator. And, they do a great job up front, and the different looks they mixed in to give us a couple fits. And, at the end of the day, as players, we just have to address it and be better.
Hey, Trey, what did you see from Wanye coming back in?
Toughness, man, being able to step back in and get the job done. And Kingsley did an excellent job, too, when his name was called.
He said Coach Heck came up to him and said, "I need you," sort of thing on the sideline. Does that surprise you, or I guess are you not surprised by Wanye coming in and kind of stepping up?
Yeah, Coach Heck needs all of us, man, to get it done, and we need him to lead us in the right direction. So, at the end of the day, whatever player's name's called up there, they're going to go up there and they're going to perform to the best of their ability. And Wanye did a phenomenal job. Like I said, Kingsley did as well.
Is there any extra juice in that game? I mean, it looked like a physical, chippy game. It's a rivalry game against the Broncos. Was it, describe how that was out there as far as physicality?
Yeah, it's an AFC West opponent, so those games are always going to be close, well contested, and tough. I think it's fair enough to say we don't like each other. It's a rivalry. It's a lot further from even my career started, just a rivalry between the Broncos and the Chiefs. But it's always going to be a tough game. Like I said, they're a talented defensive front unit with a lot of great players up front, and hats off to them. They did an excellent job tonight, and we battled.
How gutsy is that effort by Wanye to come back from the knee injury and finish up strong like you did?
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, this is a tough-ass job. It's a tough-ass job at the end of the day, and you're not going to be at your best anytime you step on that field. We understand that coming into it, and for him to push through and gut through it and be resilient in the fact of the matter, it's impressive.
You ever been part of a game like that where you win on a block kick?
Yeah, someone else. I said high school, man. High school's the only time we got one at the end, but that doesn't credit that at all.
All right, that was Trey Smith. I've also got some comments. I had a chance to talk to Trent McDuffie and Brian Cook. We'll hear those a little bit later. One of my favorite comments from the press conference with Patrick Mahomes was when he was asked about the block and Leo. And you know what? Sometimes we find out about nicknames that we really don't know too much about in the public, but what teammates call each other. And that gives you a little bit of insight to maybe the guy's personality or what he's like behind closed doors, what he's like, at practice. And this one's going to stick. We're going to make this stick because when I heard this, my ears perked up, my eyes lit up, And I already, Leo's a stud, right? What did Trey Smith just call him?
Leonidas.
Okay,
Leonidas.
so you like that, right?
I love it.
You like that?
I love it.
So Leo's got a lot of different.
That's from 300.
Got a lot of different nicknames. Okay, listen to Patrick Mahomes talk about this.
He's extremely strong. I mean, he's like the strength of a D lineman, but he plays linebacker position. I mean, you don't want to be that guy when he's working out. We call him John Cena. So he's a guy that gets after it, and we've used him on offense because the way he's able to use his speed and athleticism with that power. And he did it in the Super Bowl, and he did it again today.
I want Leo to lean into this. Patrick Mahomes and the rest of the team call him John Cena.
John Cena.
We call him John Cena.
Some of the stats, they don't keep block field goal stats back
That's
forever.
what you should have done to the Broncos lineman.
Should have done
You
that.
can't see me.
We call him John Cena.
You can't block me.
This was the only.
I'm the franchise, and my time is now. You
call
can't
John
block
Cena.
me.
This is the only less than 40-yard block field goal to win a game.
We call him
Most
John
of these
Cena.
other ones were 65 yards, 63 yards, whatever. So that's the amazing thing about this. This was a regular old kick.
The amazing thing about it is the field goal is blocked by John Cena.
We call him John Cena.
John Cena's kind of too old to probably play in the NFL.
That's football John Cena, and I
We
love
call
it.
him John Cena.
Leo is he's something, man. Leonidas.
How do you not love that guy?
We call him John Cena.
He does it all. Like Andy Reid said after the game, he makes a play. It could be on offense, defense, special teams, whatever. He does what's necessary. And that's, again, look, was that a game that the Chiefs probably should have lost? Yeah. But it wasn't lucky what happened at the end. That was a good call. That was domination at the line of scrimmage, and that was Leo just running over a guy using his brute strength.
Poor Alex Forsyth.
And then his athleticism to be able to keep his balance and launch himself into that football. That wasn't luck.
If anything happened lucky this year for the Chiefs, I suppose maybe the toe out of bounds in the very first game, maybe. But that also was still going to be, they're going to have to make a 2-point conversion or go to overtime, whatever.
Right.
This
There's
was
still meat on
a
that
football
bone.
play. I mean, the Chiefs did a lot of bad things in this game. You mentioned a couple of misses by Patrick. Trent McDuffie had a rough day. Harrison Butker failed on the kick that they were trying to pin them back there on. But what this team does is someone, somewhere, makes a play. And Leo Chanel made a great play. You see these still frame pictures. He blocked it. I don't think there's any chance the ball's getting past Karlaftis right behind him.
Dude, go back and watch the video. He ran through that guy. He ran through the offensive line.
Poor Alex Forsyth.
Winning.
This poor man. Let's say his name.
Now, it's going to be...
Oh. Leo Chanel's from a town of like 1,400 people in Wisconsin.
It's going to take, obviously, a much, much better effort to go
Sunday,
to Buffalo
you
and
think?
win.
Yeah.
Okay? But if you think I'm going to pick against the Chiefs, you're crazy. Winning. You're crazy because just when you think, oh, the offense is in trouble, the line's in trouble, they won't be able to do this, won't be able to do that, they'll go up there and have an A performance.
You know who
I'm
else
not going to doubt it.
I was pretty impressed with yesterday. That I wasn't thinking about really as a team that was going to be a real problem with the Chiefs. Those Steelers are just gritty,
the Steelers
man.
are good. Russell Wilson's good.
They're just gritty,
He's
man.
good again.
They're just gritty. That's Christmas.
He was good last year. I told Nate so.
I enjoyed the misevaluation by the Broncos. I'll accept that.
You like that?
Yeah.
They had the right guy?
I'll take that. Looks like Pittsburgh's figured out a way. Pittsburgh's good.
Yeah.
And they went out and made a nice move in Mike Williams. He catches the game-winning touchdown. They beat a good team. Pittsburgh put respect on that name.
And Washington still got the ball right there. I mean, it was they were close to having a chance to have a field goal at the end too. That's gonna be a game. I'm super excited for Sunday, but let's enjoy this one today.
Yeah.
Sunday's gonna be great.
We got to talk a little bit about Sunday.
How about the old witching hour? I was not on Red Zone. Was just locked on the
I
Chiefs.
have no idea. I was at the game.
They were like 4 of those games. Now, the Chiefs game was so quick. That thing got over in 10 minutes, under 3 hours or something. And then they just kept rolling.
Yep.
Don't put the Chiefs in the noon spot. They'll give you the witching hour.
All right, we'll take a break. Back after this on WHB.
Call him John Cena. So he's
Lutz warming up on the sideline. Oh, my God. We're going to upset him. Lutz warming up on the sideline. Oh, my God. We're going to upset him. Assuming we can make this kick. Nothing is guaranteed. Please. Oh, God, please. Will Lutz, do not miss this kick. Will Lutz. Oh, I don't even know if I can watch it, guys. Come on, Will. 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 No! 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 Fuck! They blocked it! They blocked the goddamn kick! Are you kidding me? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, my God, no! Oh, fuck! I give up. I give up on this sport. What the fuck? They blocked 35-yard field goal. Oh my God, I am done with football. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's one of the worst losses I've ever fucking lived through.
New Day with SSJ is presented by Walker Medical Linen Services, locally owned and operated. HLAC certified to the highest medical laundry standards, Walker has partnerships with hospitals, surgery centers, and medical clinics in and around the metro area. Walker Medical Linen Services in Kansas City and online at walkermls.com.
Luck's warming up on the sideline. Oh my God, we're going to upset him. Assuming we can make this kick. Nothing is guaranteed. Please. Oh.